Brexit trade talks have failed to provide the progress that both sides were hoping for, and one economist believes Michel Barnier is to blame. Liam Halligan highlighted that the EU's chief negotiator has backtracked on some of his statements during trade talks. As he outlined in 2017, Michel Barnier produced a chart showing that a Canada style was the likely end point, adding that a bespoke deal was a non-starter. But in February, he said that this type of deal was no longer an option. He said, "A trade agreement that includes in particular fishing and includes a level playing field, with a country that has a very particular proximity, a unique territorial and economic closeness, which is why it can't be compared to Canada or South Korea or Japan." Mr. Barnier also claimed that Britain is so important that special conditions apply, but Mr. Halligan highlighted that the EU agreed a series of FTAs with EFTA countries in the 1970s, including Switzerland and Norway. These nations then accounted for around a fifth of EU external trade, about the same as the UK now. Writing in The Telegraph, Liam Halligan added, "Brussels is petrified that outside the EU's regulatory orbit, a more nimble Britain will thrive, enticing others to leave. But Barnier's attempts to keep the UK ensnared in EU red tape have become unreasonable, and go against the EU's legal duty to maintain good relations with its neighbours." A similar warning was issued by Conservative Brexiteer Andrew Bridgen, who told Express.co.uk that Mr. Barnier was concerned about the free trade deals the UK could now strike with other countries around the world. He even predicted that the UK, alongside its new trading allies, would replace the EU as the biggest trading partner. He said, "If we join the Trans-Pacific Partnership, it will be a bigger trading bloc than the EU. And they aren't asking to take our fish or be governed by their laws and courts." Government sources have said this week that the EU's approach to trade talks has resulted in paralysis. Brexit negotiations have stalled in recent months over two key issues, fisheries and regulatory alignment. Prime Minister Boris Johnson wants to fulfill a Leave campaign promise that the UK will take back control of its waters post-Brexit. Previously, EU vessels had free access to British fishing grounds, leaving many fishermen in the UK aggrieved.